What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of the O'Reilly Show. And on the O'Reilly Show, we're going to bring you
content directly from us student athletes. You're going to be able to engage with us using the comment section below. Also, we've been going through the comments. We'll probably go through a few today, so keep them coming. As always, we have a guest on the show today. Mm-hmm. Would you like to introduce yourself, Andre?
Let them know who you are.
Yeah.
I'm Andre Turrentine, but I go by Dre. Yeah, I'm from Nashville. I've been here for 3 years, so spent a lot of seasons with O. And we played each other in high school, so I've known a long time. Distant cousins, so pretty close. Locker mates. Yeah, a lot of people didn't know that, but yeah. Locker mates. So yeah, we really close.
You guys didn't tell me. You guys were distant. How distant cousins, though?
Like, one of my cousins that was brought into my family from marriage is his cousin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That is a distant, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And you guys played each other in high school.
Mm-hmm.
So, wait, you said Nashville, Memphis. How'd you guys play in, state?
Like private school.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah. But you said you've been at Tennessee for 3 years.
Yeah.
You came from Ohio State.
Yeah.
So why were you a Tennessee kid, Nashville, chose to go to Ohio State first? Sorry, just had to put it on the spot.
I feel like this
born and raised and didn't choose us first? I'm just kidding.
What? I don't know how to attack this question. I think out of high school, I was recruited by Pruitt here, and actually who was the coach for Pruitt? Bush Jones. I actually knew him when I was like in 7th grade because I was around Tennessee then, so I had always been up here and around here, but out of high school, Tennessee wasn't like, I didn't think that they would bring the best out of me out of high school, so I just chose to go somewhere I felt like would have gave me the best opportunity to be my best. But hey, I mean, you gonna be where you need to be, so I'm here for a reason.
Do you think it's brought the best out of you now that you're here?
Yes, I'm so happy that I made a decision to come back home. I have a reason to smile every 5 minutes, and this literally has nothing to do with snapping the football, backpedaling or anything. It's the guys that are here, and I don't know, the emotions that they bring out of me, the thoughts that we share and stuff like that, just stuff that you can't find anywhere else.
I'm speechless. That was so sweet. Why did I almost get teary-eyed? He's shaking his head. It's not that deep.
I mean, I feel like everybody, if you ask everybody,
second,
he was like 30, but if you ask everybody on the team, they would say something like that to a degree. You know what I'm saying? But I'm more,
You're very in tune with your emotions, because most guys would be like, yeah, it's cool. Like.
I wouldn't say that, but just saying.
Okay.
I mean, I can't. It's curious.
Okay.
We just be chilling for real.
I'm not going to win this one, so let's move on a bit. Let's talk about Kentucky.
Yeah.
28-18, you guys got the dub. Dark mode, another night in Neyland, which has every game been at night besides the first one?
Literally. Yeah.
Which I don't know if I love it or hate it. Love it in the sense that means you guys are like prime time, like you guys are like the game to watch. But it's sitting around all day to watch you guys play. I can't imagine how it feels to sit around in the hotel room all day waiting to play. Like, what do you do all day?
Oh, I'll let you start off how you feel about that.
I mean, I like it. Like, it's cool. Like, night games are fun games. Like, it's great atmosphere, everything about it. But sitting in a hotel all day, you don't really like that. I would prefer a 3:30 game.
Yes, those were
like. You still get
that.
to sleep in a little bit, but like, you wake up and you still get to chill, but then you go play.
Yeah, exactly.
But, when you're sitting in the hotel, we watch other games. We might be in each other's rooms just laughing and joking with each other. We bring video games, so we play the video game too. So we just try to kill time. And, you got meals that you got to require to go to in the hotel. So it's cool. That's just a bonding time kind of.
Yeah.
Where you get a chance to bond.
I'd say, I like it. It's kind of annoying, from the sense of, once the game is over, your whole night is over. Like, we go to sleep right after.
Don't let it be away.
Yeah. Away, we're not getting home till 4 a.m., and then we got to be back up in the next 4 hours. So, away games are pretty tough, but it being at home brings, a cinematic feel to it. Like, it's at nighttime. Every game and every moment of every game is, it's huge because, the details of how, UT football brings and stuff together. So it's lit for sure. I know on the outside looking in, it probably is I'm going to get my Saturday night at the end of my Saturday night, watch Vols football.
Yeah. It's perfect for fans.
For
it's
us,
not as good for...
For us, it's strenuous, man.
You said cinematic, and I want to touch on that because the branding this week from Vol Football of dark mode was it was cinematic. It was crazy.
No, our media team be going crazy.
They went absolutely
crazy
this week, and I feel like just the messaging that they put out all week had people even more excited than usual. We've had a lot of night games, but this one, everyone wearing black, it just had such a great vibe. What was the feeling on the field from you guys? Obviously, it's always great vibes, but did it feel a little something extra?
I would say it was crazy. Every game crazy, but this last one, I don't know. I don't know if I can say this, but personally, I wasn't at the stadium the entire game. I had left because I got injured in the first quarter, so I left and then I came back literally to start. As soon as the fourth quarter started, I entered the stadium again, and in those moments when I first got back, Will Brooks just got the pick. So as soon as I walking through the gates of the stadium through the back, Will Brooks is getting the pick. And I'm seeing how it would look from the outside, not being on the sideline because we're used to being on the sideline. And just seeing that, how energetic the place was, and then going back into warming myself up and getting my mind ready to play again because I had to return to the game. It was crazy. So just how much dedication they put into the cinematic part of how we're playing is just, it adds on to how the teams view us as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I feel like teams have to be intimidated coming in or scheme all week to figure out how to make calls and change calls. Exactly. Yeah. But you said Will Brooks had an interception. Yeah. Did you not also have an interception?
Yeah, I did. That's something like it.
Can you walk us through the play just a little bit, what you saw that led to the interception?
I mean, our coaches always talk about doing our job at a high level, and that's really the times you're going to make your play, not anything special. I'll just drop it into deep covers like I normally am, and a guy in front of me, Christian Harrison, who's really stepping up this year, and I can show his personality, tell his personality is coming out a lot too. So just a guy doing his job at elite level allowed me to make a play because I was in the right spot. So after that, I just got up and sellied with my teammates because that's the fun part,
Yeah, for sure. Also, I feel like this season you guys have been such a second half team. Not saying you haven't done good in the first half, but I get this vibe every time you go into the locker room that the team will come out better, and the numbers show. In the first half, only 7 points. We only scored 7 points. In the second, 14, or in the second half, 14 points. It's different. So what are those conversations in the locker room that you come back better from, and it's a common trend at this point?
Really, like Dre said, just doing your job. That's something our coaches push a lot when we go into halftime, to do your job. Be comfortable in the game. Get used, feel the game out. You should be good at halftime, and it's just time to go have fun, play free, be out there carefree. You got 30 minutes. Our coach always say you got 30 minutes for the rest of your life. So it's what you gonna do in these 30 minutes to
it feels, it's so much longer than 30 minutes though.
It don't even feel like 30 minutes to us.
It don't feel like 30 minutes.
It feels like 15.
Well, because you're also not playing the full 30. Right. So technically, it is less, but it probably feels even shorter than that. Yeah. Which it sounds so simple when you put it that way. Yeah. 30 minutes, but it's not. You guys, the defense, sticking with the theme of defense, they only went 4 for 14 on third downs and then 0 for 2 on fourth downs. How do you kind of keep your composure when kneeling gets loud? If you stop them, you'll get the ball back. Or it's fourth down, if you stop them, you get the ball right there. How do you keep your composure in those moments when the crowd is so intense and you can feel the vibes within yourself, we need this stop? You only allow them to get 4 out of 14. That's a pretty great number. So how do you guys stay composed in those moments?
I'll share my perspective from the back end. Honestly, me being back there, I'm usually the deepest guy. I'm next to Will a lot of times. And we can see everybody in front of us. And I also can see everything from the sideline, from our sideline to their sideline, what guys are running in and stuff like that. I can see the vibe all around. So I use the crowd and the energy to our advantage. I kind of look at it from that perspective. I know stuff is going to be sped up because anybody back there, you got 100,000 screaming at you. You got the best D-line in the country coming at you. Your clock is going to be sped up. So just understanding what Coach Banks has called, and then I know that those guys up there are going to eat. So just having that integrity and knowing that I can count on my guys and having the crowd at our back as well and in front of us is huge for us. So it's very calming, but at the same time, you kind of let the energy play into it.
And then on the line, kind of how do you stay composed? Because I know myself well enough, I would be jumping off sides a lot more than you guys do, just because it's like you're so excited and you're so anxious to make that play. Like, how do you, what are kind of those things you fall back on, like in those moments?
You got to be in the moment. Like, we got a saying that literally is right here, right now. You just got to be in the moment of the game. Like, the crowd, they going to give you the energy. They going to give you everything you need from the crowd. And like Dre said, you know, you use that as positive, like that benefits us. So we take that in, but when we look to that sideline, like it's kind of like you block it out.
Yeah, you block it
out.
Like, all that matters is that call.
I need to look over there and get that. I need to look over there and get that call and make sure I'm looking where I'm supposed to be looking. So it's just really being in the moment. But once you get that call, playing fast, having fun, that's when the crowd get into it. You get into it. So it's fun for sure.
Yeah, right here, right now.
Yeah.
I also thought offense played cleaner. In the previous games, way more turnovers. Nico didn't throw an interception, anything like that. Have you seen anything different from him in the past couple of weeks? Practice, anything where there's just growth by him? He had 292 yards and a touchdown.
Me personally, I think it's just coming with him experiencing more games. You know, just offense in general, just being able to play with your adjustments, showing that we can get better every week and show growth within the team in general, offense and defense. And I feel like that's the main thing, is just being able to show that what we did wrong the previous week, we can correct throughout this week and get better at it. And, you know, you going to have things come up, but you just have to be able to have those adjustments and get better at it.
Sticking with offense, D-Samp, one of our most prominent guests on the show, broke the record for the most rushing touchdowns in a Tennessee football season. The crazy part is they put the graphic up in the middle of the game. I was unaware he was that close to a record. But he still has 4 more games of regular season. Like, that's amazing that he broke it now. And he has so many more. But he had some help this weekend.
He did.
What was his name? Peyton Lewis had his first touchdown of the year. Which, correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like this year we are relying on so many more people. Like, if you go into the stats, there's so many players who are playing each game, and the Peyton Lewis or the Miles, how do you say his last name? Kisselman. He had a touchdown. Like, there's players that aren't necessarily the star that are playing and getting those reps and also scoring. So how do you think that benefits the whole team when it's just not the star players, but it's everyone's contributing to a win?
Kind of building off that last question you asked about Nico, I was going to say Nico has always been Nico. He's like, he has the ability to do whatever he wants to do on the field. So I feel like it's been more of guys stepping up around him, and it's been prominent these last few games where guys' name will show up in the stat sheet, but even when their names doesn't show up in the stat sheet, whether they're protecting him or blocking down the field for D-Samp or Payton or guys like that, I feel like more guys on the team are just stepping up because we understand that we need everybody to go where we need to go.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like you said, just speaking to Peyton Lewis, I remember just in fall camp seeing him make plays, and it's just like, man, like, he gonna be nice, he gonna help us. And it's just, Coach Hype, he preached to us, like, we don't have time for young guys to be young.
Yeah, facts.
Like, you don't have time for young guys to be young, and that's everybody. So if the young guys gotta grow, older guys gotta grow too. So if everybody just continue to grow, then once you see a person go out there and make that play, it's like, okay, then like,
now you got confidence, and you like,
and that's all it is. It's confidence. It's confidence.
For sure.
Because once you're able to play with confidence, you out there playing fast, you having fun,
and it's contagious. Like, someone's confidence goes to the next person, and it brings the whole team up. Which it's evident that the leaders on your team are pushing confidence into these guys who are now getting to the stats sheets and all of those. I want to flip the page on Kentucky. It was a great win, but my final question is, what did you learn? I know you tend to learn more from losses than wins, but what is something you learned from this win?
I think that we can be better as a defense, as a team as a whole. We can be better, but me and O, you know, we on defense and we kind of focus on the task at hand. So I think like we can be better, more assignment sound. I didn't think we played physical, but we didn't play as physical as we could. Whether that's the reason we're coming off a bye week or how late it is in the season, guys banged up, or whether it was just that type of night. But I feel like anytime we step in Neyland, we should be the most physical, dominant team on the field, and whether that's any stadium. So I think as a defense, we can be more more physical, and then more assignment sound. The play is going to take care of themselves. People are going to make plays on their own, but I feel like if we can take care of those aspects, we can shut teams out.
Assignment sound. Can you break that down for me or the viewers who might not be that football specific?
When it comes to assignment sound, it's just knowing your job. You do your job, and that's all you worry about. Like, it's really just coming down to it. Like, I'm going to be my man. I'm going to win my one-on-one. I'm going to do my job. I'm going to win my rep. And if everybody is out there winning their own rep, you have a whole defense of 11 who's winning. So it's just, that's what assignment sound is, just being able to focus on your rep and your job and do it at the highest level that you can.
Perfect. Great definition. Got to give it to you.
Thank you.
Okay, Kentucky's over with. We are on to another week of SEC play, Mississippi State. You guys have already gotten into film on Mississippi State. But I kind of want to bring up a challenge within itself is Mississippi State has not won a game in the SEC. They're the last place in SEC. How do you not overlook this team? It's easy to do it when you don't see anything from them as far as wins in the stat book, or you don't see as great of stats as maybe your Alabamas or your Floridas that you have played. How do you guys keep everyone locked in and focused for this week?
Sure, really. It's just, when you look at Mississippi State as a team, they've been in games, like they've been close games. Like some games they pull away at the end, but it's a team that plays hard. They have a good offense. They run it fast. They do what they're going to do. They're going to try to, beat you off the ball with good run game. They're going to try to pass the ball, throw deep balls, but main thing, they play fast. They play with tempo. And that's something that we go against in practice, because our offense plays with tempo. And, we just have to be ready for that. They're going to come in fired up. We're a team. We feel like we have everything that we want ahead of us, and we can control what we want to do based off of us. And we feel like we just have to continue to get better. And, you can't look over anybody like that who's just be willing to mess up everything that you got going, basically,
I feel like Arkansas was kind of the lesson learned early on about not underestimating an unranked opponent. So hopefully we'll take that into Mississippi State.
Definitely.
Do you have anything from the secondary about what to prepare for Mississippi State this week?
I think for us, as it was for the linebackers and the D-line, really everybody on the team, it's a standard that we got to uphold. So whether it's Georgia in front of us, whether it's Alabama in front of us, whether it's a team that's unranked, we're going to play and we're going to prepare the same way.
Gotcha.
So just upholding that standard and having that same mindset every day, regardless of who's in front of us, is something that's preached to us by Coach Banks a lot on D-Rock. So just having that mindset and those thoughts every day, then you won't overlook anybody.
You kind of mentioned a bit, but the Georgias and everything, I know we want to stick with Mississippi State, but it's kind of hard to deny like the tasks that are further ahead, especially with only 4 games left in SEC play. You have the Georgias, you have the kind of closeness to playoffs. Is that anything that you've had conversations about of just locking in now, or any conversations about, or shutting down conversations about, oh, we're so close to playoffs, like technically we're in the playoffs right now? What does that kind of look at in the locker room in the facility?
Well, I really haven't heard people, just talking about like, oh, we about to be in the playoffs. Like, just talking about the playoffs in general. We believe that every game is a big game. Like, and you win games, the next game is going to be a bigger one. So it's just, this is a big game for us. We won last week. This is a big game coming up against Mississippi State. And, everybody knows the schedule, what games you have, but you just have to put in your mind that I have to win this game this week, go 1-0 this weekend. We're going to be in a place where you want to be if you go 1-0 every week.
It's always a big game, and I feel like people always play their best against us, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
like
you're going to get everybody best.
You're going to get everyone's best, and like you said, the more you win, the better they're going to play. They're going to come in so hyped up. The fans are going to be screaming at them, motivating them even more. So another night game in Eland.
Yeah.
So another day in the hotel playing video games.
Game.
What?
For me, playing in Eland.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, last SEC game in Eland, because it's different when it's not SEC. Like, it's just always different. Wow, that's so emotional. And it's crazy because it's your last SEC one and you've never played Mississippi State.
Yeah, facts.
So it's like very full circle. Like, you're finishing it off.
Indeed.
Wow.
Gotta go handle.
Yeah.
Is that the only team you haven't played in the SEC?
Yes, I think.
You've played LSU. You've
Played
played Ole
LSU,
Miss.
played Auburn,
Play Ole Miss.
played Ole Miss.
You played Arkansas this year.
Played Arkansas, yeah.
Wow. Oh wait, no.
Who?
Texas.
Oh
Yeah, Texas.
Technically.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, you never know. You never know if we went out, they went
gonna
out,
see
we can
them
meet
boys.
them.
Tight.
So it might all be a full circle.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to play a little game. We'll go through some comments after the game.
Okay.
But like I said earlier, there are so many people getting to the games, and I would say it's like the most team wins, if that makes sense. You're using the most people as for previous years. Everyone's getting the game. Everyone's making an impact. So I have 7 different stats or team stats, and I want you guys to either guess the player or like the numbers of the team. It will be self-explanatory once I get into it.
Bet.
Question number 1, we'll start with the Kentucky game. Who had the most tackles from the defense?
Jalen Smith.
No.
Arion Carter.
Yes. Aaron Carter's 5 for 5 with tackles. But I can't neglect that there was so many people with so many tackles. There was so many people with 1 or 2, and those just add up. So there was a ton of tackles. Okay. Sticking with Kentucky, there was 3 players with a sack that game.
I know I had one.
Let me guess it is.
You had
Omari, Thomas, James Pierce, and Josh Joseph.
Yes.
That's easy,
Good
man.
job, Dre.
Good
I was paying
sack.
attention, man.
Also, so the all black, I texted O, or our group chat in the middle of the game. He was wearing black tights, and I look over in the beginning of the game, and he's on the sidelines, and he looks like he's in black sweats, and I texted the group, I said, oh, why are you in sweatpants right now? I didn't see the orange sweat.
It literally was the tights.
So I was very happy to see him actually going. Okay. Who had the most receptions against Kentucky as for our offense?
Miles Kisselman.
Yes. That came easy. He had 6 receptions for 97 yards and a touchdown.
So you just know all
Yeah,
the stats.
he apparently saw this.
I know. I just pay attention.
Nah, he
That's
does.
it.
And you like, Dre, for y'all that don't know, Dre has a mind. He never forgets. Like, he just remembers everything. Like, it's crazy.
Okay, well, hopefully he can get the rest of these. I'm going to make them harder. I'm making them 2 parts now.
Bet.
So, who do you think on the defense has the most tackles on the season? And then let's go for how many do you think it is?
Arion Carter.
Go Arion Carter.
Okay.
49.
54.
53.
Okay, I'm going to add solos and assists together because I think that's how you do it.
Yeah, that is how we do it.
Okay. What were your guys' final guesses?
54.
Wait, is it whoever gets the closest?
Yeah.
53.
Well, he won then. It was 43. He has 16 solo tackles and 27
This dude's
assists.
so lame,
Like,
bro.
like-
He's so lame.
I shouldn't have said whoever's the closest. Okay. Who has the most interceptions on this season?
Will Brooks.
Willie B.
Done.
He got another one.
The done. Will it be?
People have said he's the swaggiest white boy in Tennessee, and I would have to agree. He is just
That's
phenomenal.
my boy.
Okay, last 2. How many sacks has the defense had this year? Part 2, how many lost yards from those sacks?
30.
I think 11 sacks.
That's it.
We haven't had that many sacks.
So I say 16.
You say 16 sacks?
Yeah.
I say 11 sacks
Okay,
with
he's closest. It's 18. But how many, let's talk yards. How many lost?
Negative?
Yes.
Negative 223.
no.
No.
Negative 105.
Okay, you get to be done guessing. You can't have 2.
I'm gonna go 106.
Okay, well, you get closer. It's 124. Defense has had 18 sacks with a loss of 124 yards.
I don't know why I said
Okay, last one. How many points have y'all scored this year versus allowed?
Wait, 7.
We haven't allowed over 20 points, I think.
In a game. That makes sense. Do some math.
We've only allowed, wait.
What we played, what's our record? 8-1? 8 games, 9 games.
Let's see these first year studies math come out.
135
Allowed or scored?
allowed,
Okay.
and then we've scored 250, 253.
Okay, you're done.
You're done.
You're done.
Say we scored 255 and allowed.
He said 255.
I should have made you write this one last one down, but it's fine.
Allowed like 140.
Bro,
Okay.
why are you so close?
You
to
guys-
the numbers?
Number
you
one,
gotta
you
think.
aren't giving you guys aren't giving yourselves enough credit on defense. You've only allowed 99 points on the year. So
That's right.
right below 100.
But we was just thinking about the number of games.
That's true. But also, you guys are pretty far away from the points scored, which is 305.
Ooh.
So wow.
Okay then.
Okay. That's the wrap up. But let's go through a few comments just to end the show because we reread them. Amari and I are always talking about
Comments?
you guys. The comments on the
read the
YouTube
comments.
video. RWEMYSS. I wouldn't know how to say that.
You said what?
RWEMYSS. That user said,
RWE.
love
worry about
every
it.
show. You guys kill it. Congrats to Will for the legendary plays in UT Bama history.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. We'll tell Will to go look
Yeah,
at some of these. Someone said that play will be replayed until the end of time. Thank you guys for playing for Tennessee defense. For Tennessee, defense is kicking butt, and you guys keep us in every game. Love my Vols, go big orange. That was Ron Morgan at 1777.
Thank you, Ron Morgan.
Thank you, Ron Morgan. Ooh, I love these shows. Could you get Elijah Simmons and Omar Norman Lott on the show? They are seniors, and I would like to hear from them before they go to the NFL. We have a
can work
lot
on
of
that.
defense hype in these.
Yeah.
We'll get them next time. This one says, love this show, y'all. Much love and respect. Willie B, been balling out. Too cool. Cool with the K.
Mm-hmm.
Go Big Orange. TNJRSFFS said that. Okay, let me do a few more. Great win, guys. Keep up the hard work and let's get in the playoffs. Don't take any games for granted and enforce y'all's will on all opposing teams. Go Big Orange. Corey A77 said that. I like the part where they said, don't take any games for granted. I feel like that's the
Facts.
perfect message going into this week.
Appreciate you, Corey. That's real.
Okay, last one. Y'all are great representatives of the University of Tennessee. Keep up the grind. Thanks. There are so many comments in here, and we're very appreciative. I know I go through all of them. O
I
goes
go
through
through
all
some
of
of
them.
them. I can't. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I do read them though. I do read them.
Make sure you drop some comments below
Please.
of who you want to see on the show. I know we got a few of those. And just keep hyping them up. They do so
Thanks.
amazing. Andre, thank you. Or Dre.
Of course.
Dr. Dre.
That's
You
what they
should
be
dress
calling
up
me.
for him as for Halloween.
Halloween's past.
I know, next Halloween. Okay. Anyways, thank you so much, Dre, for coming on the show.
Of course.
Keep balling out, praying for health and just wellness over their last 4 games. Have a great last SEC game in Neyland. Oh,
Thank you.
don't take anyone for granted. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.